Welcome to Country Cookin'. I'm your hostess, Cindy Schumacher. On today's show, we're going to be making crazy good casserole, broccoli with sour cream sauce, honey wheat bread, and Jewish sour cream coffee cake. We're going to start with the bread. I'm using a bread machine. If you don't have a bread machine, I have given you the recipe on how to do it the long way. But with a bread machine, you always start with the water. And this is 1 1/8 cup of water, 2 1/2 cups of bread flour, 1/2 cup of wheat flour, 1 1/2 tablespoon of dry milk, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt, 1 1/2 tablespoons of honey, I saw a tip the other day about honey and syrup that they say that you should use cooking spray in your measuring cup or your measuring spoons, and then it would come out easier. And I haven't tried that yet, and I just thought this morning this would have been a good time to try that. But it's a little late now. But maybe you'll try it at home. Somebody can let me know if it works. Okay, and then we need the yeast. This takes 3 teaspoons of regular yeast or 2 teaspoons of active fast rise yeast. I'm going to use the 3 teaspoons. Okay, now I'm going to go and pop this on my bread machine. We'll take a quick break and we'll come right back and we're going to get the cake going.
Blazing fast broadband internet from Valley is now available and better than ever. Let us help you decide which speed is best for you. The 50 meg speed would be sufficient for 1 to 4 devices, mainly emailing and surfing the web. Our 100 meg speed works great for 5 to 8 devices and multiple users streaming and downloading video. If you have 8 devices or more that are simultaneously streaming or gaming, or if you have a medium-sized business, the 250 meg speed would work best for you. For extreme heavy home or work from home use, or if you have a medium to large business using 15 or more devices, you may want to consider our 500 meg download speed to fit your needs. And if you're a home or business that needs it all, we have our 1000 meg 1 gig broadband internet speed. Call our office today at 437-2615 and talk with one of our staff members to pick the speed that's best for you.
Here we're going to start on the Jewish sour cream coffee cake, and it has several different steps. So what I'm going to do first is to combine the topping ingredients. This is 1 1/4 cup firmly packed brown sugar. We need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a cup of chopped walnuts, and 3 tablespoons of butter. It's softened, partially melted. And just going to kind of combine that. Whoops. Probably should use a pastry blender, but so okay, we'll we'll just set that aside now. And then we're going to work on the dry ingredients. We have 2 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. And we have baking soda, 1 teaspoon. An 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to whisk those together too. And now I'm going to take 3/4 cup of sugar and a 1/2 cup of butter. Cream that. To this I'm going to add 3 whole eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, now we're going to alternately add our dry ingredients and our sour cream. We have 1 cup of sour cream. I'm going to just kind of put a little bit of the flour in. We'll add the rest of the sour cream. Now this cake you'll find is not real sweet, so if you have someone that likes a little something sweet but doesn't like it too sweet, this is a nice dessert, and it looks impressive when you see the, you know, the layers in it. So, and it's another thing is that you don't have to frost it, and that is always nice to have, to save that step once in a while. Okay, I have a bun pan that I have sprayed and dusted with flour. My oven going. Okay, we're going to put about half of this in the pan. Just kind of spread it out as best you can so it gives, so it covers the whole bottom of the pan. Looks like this. Okay, now we're going to sprinkle about half of the topping. It looks like that. Now we're going to cover that with the rest of our batter. Okay, then you want to spread that out again so you cover the topping. Alright. Takes a little time, you just have to be patient. So it looks like this. Now we're going to finish it off with the topping. Now if you're really daring, you can put the topping in the bottom of your pan and then do your layers, but actually sometimes I have trouble getting the whole cake to come out evenly and everything, and this really is kind of nice because when you slice the piece of cake, then it kind of has the topping as your base of the piece of cake, so it actually works out pretty good. So we're going to stick this in the oven. And I'll check and see how long we're going to bake it. 45 minutes at 350. So we'll put this in the oven. Now remember, if you want a copy of any of these recipes, you don't have internet, give the girls a call at Valley. They'd be happy to give you a copy. If you do have internet, you go to the Valley homepage, and on the right hand side you'll see a cow. Click on that, and that's where you find the recipes. We'll be right back.
Get 3 months free access on all lines, plus a new 4G smartphone for only $4.99 a month. 2 great offers with Valley Cellular. Call Valley today at 437-2615 to take advantage of this great deal.
Okay, we're going to start working on the Crazy Good casserole. I have 6 strips of quality bacon that I have diced. You can fry them up in strips if you want to and then dice them later on. This is, for me, is kind of a step saver. So we're going to get that going, and then we pulled the bread out of the bread machine. So I'm going to just knead it a little bit. Bread machine did some of the kneading, but I'm just going to kind of finish it up here. And then we're going to roll it out. You wouldn't really have to do this step if you don't want to. This just kind of makes a little bit of a prettier bread. So what I do is I roll it out, and then I just roll it real tightly like this. Okay. I just have a regular old bread pan. So I'll spray that. And then I'm going to kind of close up the seams, and we'll put it in here. The cover it with plastic wrap. And then I also always cover it with a cloth towel. It just kind of gives it a little extra insulation. We'll set it over here on the warm stove, and that'll help it raise a little more quickly. All right. Now, the rest of this meal is really quite simple because the casserole only needs to bake for 20 minutes at 400, so that goes quickly. The broccoli goes quickly, so that's why we wanted to get the bread going. The cake is baking. I have a pound of broccoli that I have washed and cut into fairly large flowerets. And then we'll get the water going. We'll get that boiling. The sauce is very simple also. So while we wait for the steak to brown, we'll take a break so you don't have to stand here and watch me stir bacon. We'll be right back.
Valley is now offering updated digital TV packages and prices. High definition and caller ID is now free with all TV packages. Call Valley today at 437-2615 to find out more.
Okay, we're going to start assembling the casserole. I have the cooked pasta here. I'll add the chicken. Smells good. Never beat the smell of cooked onions. Okay, I'm going to add a half tablespoon of garlic powder. This is actually about half of the garlic powder that the original recipe called for. Thought it was a little strong, so I toned it down. I'm going to do a teaspoon of salt and about a half teaspoon of pepper. And that's to taste, so you can adjust. You can always add more, you can't take it away, so always err on the side of caution with that. We have 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. Stir that in. Okay, and then we're going to take half of the cheese, about 1 cup of it, and we'll stir it all together. You could actually, if you want to experiment a little bit, you could actually even add a vegetable to this, like if you wanted to add spinach or something like that. But I'm doing the broccoli on the side. This is a new recipe that I found that I like, and even my husband, who doesn't like broccoli, liked this recipe. So, and it's quick and easy. All right, looks like we've got it mixed well. Put it in a 9x13 pan. I sprayed it with Pam. And also when it's just my family or around, and there's not very many. I've actually cut this recipe in two and made just a half a recipe. Or you can make the whole recipe, divide it into two 8x8 pans, freeze one for another time. I love having recipes that are in the freezer that I can grab at the spur of the moment. Okay, so now we're going to sprinkle the rest of the Monterey Jack cheese. 2 cups. We added 1 cup in the mix. Now we're putting 1 cup on top. And we're going to sprinkle the bacon over the top. This is going to bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. As soon as we pull the cake out of the oven, we'll put this in, and then we'll get going on the broccoli. So we'll take a quick break while I clean up. We'll be right back.
Valley Telecommunications is pleased to announce that our Technology Solutions Center is fully stocked and open for business. We have a large selection to meet your wants and needs. Some of the items we currently carry are a variety of corded and cordless phones, different brands of tablets such as Kindle Fires and Apple iPads and all the accessories for them, Telekin computers, Epson and HP printers and ink cartridges, Apple iPods and accessories, office supplies, wireless keyboards and mice, cellular phones and accessories, different types of media storage, cameras, headphones, power strips and surge protectors, and much, much more. You can also get your very own Valley swag. Our prices are reasonable and comparable to any other retail store. If there is something that you want or need that we do not currently carry, please let us know so that we can check into it for you. We accept all major credit cards, cash or check. Please feel free to stop by our office and check out our new and improved store for all of your technology and day-to-day business needs.
Okay, the bread is ready to put in the oven. I'm going to just top it with a little bit of melted butter so that we get a nice brown crust. Get it in the oven, and the cake is ready to come out. We'll let it cool in the pan for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll flip it over. And then we'll start the water for the broccoli, and in just a few minutes we're going to put the casserole in the oven. So I want to remind you that if you want a copy of any of these recipes, to go to the internet, the Valley website. You'll find the cow on the right hand side. Click on the cow, you'll find the recipes there. And for all the shows, and even going back to when Mary was on the show. And then if you want to watch the video again of this show, you go down to the bottom, it'll say YouTube videos. You click on that and you can find all the Valley videos, the cooking show, the craft show, and all of the bingo and everything. So anyway, if you don't have internet, give the girls a call. They'd be happy to get you a copy. We're going to just wait a few minutes while we're waiting for everything to kind of time out, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've got the broccoli cooking, and we're going to start working on the sauce. The sauce is very simple. It's a 1/3 cup of sour cream. It's going on medium here. A 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. You can use reduced fat or regular, whatever you prefer. A teaspoon of prepared mustard. I think I'm just going to give it a squeeze. And then a teaspoon of lemon juice. that cook a little bit. Now your broccoli, you want it to be tender, but you don't want it to be mushy, so you've got to keep an eye on it, as you know, I'm sure. This is actually pretty good. I'm going to drain this. Just keep it on the burner, and I'll put a lid on it so it stays warm while our sauce is cooking. Okay, I pulled the cake out of the pan, and also if you remember from an earlier show, I make something called honey butter, and this honey butter is really good when you serve it like with this honey wheat bread. It just refresh your memory. You use equal parts of powdered sugar, butter, and honey. So this, I made just a small batch. This is a half cup, and a half cup. You can sprinkle a little cinnamon in there if you like, but I like to serve this when I make the honey wheat bread. So that's what this is, and we're just kind of waiting on everything. So remember, if you want to copy these recipes and you don't have internet, give the girls a call at the office. They'd be happy to help you. Be right back.
Valley Telecommunications, the home team advantage.
Okay, I think we're just about done with everything. I'm going to put the broccoli in a serving bowl. And to my sauce, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper. Spoon. Okay. Another spoon here. Get everything. Okay, here we have our crazy good casserole, our broccoli with our sour cream sauce, our honey wheat bread, and our Jewish sour cream coffee cake. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Country Cooking, and we hope to see you next time.